Yes, I'm back. I apologize for the delay. I moved to Vegas. The move has been slightly difficult, but I'm here now. It's going to be a short show tonight as I just get back into the routine. Just some quick announcements. My first mock draft is either going to come out March the 4th or March the 11th. I'm undecided on that. I'm going to try to have it sooner than later. But that's the way the mock drafts are going to go. The setup is you could tell maybe from the lighting. I'm still kind of experimenting with it. I literally just put it together just now, so maybe it'll change in the future. I haven't really decided, but this is how I'm going to have it for right now. And you can tell the light's kind of glaring right at me. You can tell just from my hands. So we'll work on that. NFL Combine's coming up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay live every Tuesday and every Friday, 5 p.m. my time, depending on where you're at. And I'm going to do a live Tuesday and Friday show. Tuesday, I am going to go over the plus minus system of how the teams I have going from 2023 into 2024. What I do is after the season's over, I just do a simple plus minus on all 32 teams, how they are and how I see them going into 2024. Now, it's not a set in stone system. It's constantly fluctuating. Certain teams I have in the positive, certain teams I have in the negative. And then that's going to just be updated. It's a plus and minus system. Sounds like PFF. Do not compare me to PFF, Keys. Do not compare me to PFF. So, Keys, it's good to see you. I apologize for not keeping you in the fold about the move to Vegas. It was kind of hard, kind of a difficult decision to make. So I kind of struggled with that. That's why I didn't bring it up to you and the rest of the Backtalk Brothers, which I'm looking very much forward to hearing you guys on Wednesday. And I apologize for the miscommunication. Wrong word. Lack of communication. But what I'm going to do Tuesday is just go over how I see every team starting off, and then that's how things are going to go from here on out. Is just my plus minus system. I just do this mentally. I'm going to go ahead and kind of share this with you guys, and then try to get some feedback from you guys, and then not next Friday. I think what I'll do is split it up. NFC Tuesday, AFC on Friday. And then after that, start working on the draft. There is a possibility Keaton Talk Sports will be joining me next week. He did a couple of mock drafts already. I watched the first one. I had some things I didn't agree with. His second mock draft, I like to set up a lot better. So, Keys, the answer is yes. I am living now in Las Vegas. You may have seen the movie The Money Pit. We're about the same age. That's kind of the way things have been. Everything that has gone wrong could go wrong. They've had to replace the toilet, the dishwasher. They're going to have to replace some stuff in the kitchen. So, yeah. I wear a lot of black. Black is my favorite color. It always has been. Chiefs red is my second favorite. As far as being a Raiders fan, the Money Pit. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm living in right now. I've always respected Raiders organization. My plan is to do Chiefs games live, maybe start doing Raiders games. Both. I haven't figured all that out. I got a full off season. My biggest concern right now is that I just kind of want to settle into a routine. This show is going to be very short because I literally just set everything up minutes ago. The desk that everything's on was put together around midnight last night, this morning, depending on how you look at things. And I'm still messing with the lights because I'm not really fond of the way it looks like I'm kind of glowing right now. So I have some work to do. But yeah, I moved out to Vegas. It's been a disaster so far. I've been living out here and it's been a tough week so far. But I kudos to the property management for getting things fixed in a relatively short period of time. The bad part is it should have been done already. So. But yes, Keys, I am living in Las Vegas, at least for now. I'm tempted just to move back. I really am. But yeah. Tom Hanks, Shelley Long. Yeah. I think Shelley Long passed away, but Tom Hanks, this is one of his earlier movies. So the cup looks like a stool sample cup from Austin Powers. I don't remember that. So here's the drill. There's a 99-cent store here. And I end up buying a bunch of stuff, including this cup, which says, actually, the writing's already come off. But, happiness is a cup of coffee. It's actually, to be honest, it's my favorite cup. Kelsey singing really. I loved everything Travis Kelce did, by the way. I just him being drunk on stage, enjoying the Super Bowl, enjoying the parade, everything. So I don't remember that scene. It's been a while. You know what I've been doing is rewatching Game of Thrones, and I forgot what a great show it is, mainly because I hated the ending so much. It had just, oh God, I hated the ending so much. I didn't want to watch it, but I've been rewatching Game of Thrones and skipping out on my draft responsibility. I don't remember that at all. So now I kind of want to watch Austin Powers. So now I'm distracted. Now I want to watch. Yeah, God, I'm drinking coffee, and this is what you're doing, Keith. But yeah. Like I said, this is going to be a short show as I'm just getting everything kind of lined out. I heard from Denver Gator. He's had some health issues. He is currently in the hospital. He kind of wanted to reach out to me, kind of wanted to talk, and then he wanted, just let everybody know that he hasn't abandoned the show. He's just had some health issues. Since he told me, I don't think he has a problem. He's not on social media anymore, so you can't reach out to some. So, oh God, I hate that Meth song. God, that would be such a dick thing. Oh man, we have the talent, the great one, the B in the Back Talk Brothers, Gooch. Wouldn't call myself a Raiders fan yet, but I've always had the utmost respect for Al Davis and the way he revolutionized football and changed the game. I love the fact that Mark Davis brought the Raiders here, and he's, I think, overall done a pretty good job. I think the Raiders are on the right path. I think that this draft is key because you either have to go with a quarterback or you got to get a playmaker. I also thought it was kind of neat that they're the first team to admit that they have the Mahomes rules, which I think every team has a version of the Mahomes rules. So, my ears are bleeding. Gooch, Dan met some woman with a Mark Davis haircut and was hooked instantly. That is not exactly true, but I will admit this: in my old place I lived in for a very, very long time. I had a lot of issues with my neighbors. The one neighbor who lives to this side of me, she brought me some cleaning supplies and some soap and some stuff just to kind of help out. Super, super nice lady. It's kind of funny. I've lived at the other place for a long time. There's only one neighbor I really liked, and there's both neighbors on both sides I've already met and talked to, super nice people. So pros and cons, but the weather here could not be better. From what I'm told in the Midwest, it's actually not that bad, but yeah. I've always had a lot of respect for the Raiders organization and the Broncos organization. Pat Bowlen, I argued, should have been in the Hall of Fame years before he finally got in. Randy Gradishaw, who got into the Hall of Fame this year, is probably about 20 years overdue. I think there's a kind of a backlog on Raiders and Broncos in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. A lot of respect for both the Raiders and Broncos organizations. Big fans of both teams, other than that they're division rivals. With the Chargers, Eric Coryell and Dan Fouts is what made me a football fan, but I think that it's a poorly run organization, and we'll see what Harbaugh does. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. My plan is just basically this is going to be draft central, but because the move's been a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I've had a lot of problems with the place I'm living in currently, and that's the reason why I didn't do the show Tuesday. That's why I'm a little behind. This is the first time in human history that I've not been just focused completely on football. This is draft season, and I love the draft. I mean, we're 2 months away from the NFL draft. I consider the NFL draft the start of football season. And the plan is I'm going to be live Tuesday and Friday up until the draft. After the draft, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the show. But after the 4th, sometime right after the 4th of July is when I'm going to start breaking down. I'm going to have 8 divisional videos, and then I'll start ramping back up. There is a possibility I may just stay live every Tuesday and Friday and talk about other things besides football. Talk about what things are like here in beautiful Las Vegas. But it's still going to be mostly football. But I'm leaning towards staying live both Tuesday and Friday. But this isn't my buddy Dan. I see you looking off screen. If you're endangered, moving to Vegas has been a difficult thing. It's been very difficult. Putting everything together, moving across the country, it's been difficult. But yeah. But I am very excited about the draft. I'm trying to get I've done some limited draft research so far. I've looked at some mock drafts. The one giveaway is that NFL teams are a lot higher on JJ McCarthy than I am. I don't see a guy that I don't see. I keep hearing this elite arm talent. I don't see it. I just don't. Right now, Bucky Brooks, who I'm a huge fan of, he has his top 5 at each position. He actually has McCarthy over Bo Nix. Bo Nix is the guy I think could slide out around 1, just like my boy Denver Gators guy. I'm drawing a complete blank. I can't believe I'm forgetting Denver Gators buddy. University of Kentucky, now Tennessee Titan quarterback. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. But anyway, Bo Nix could slide to pick number 34, just like did in last year's draft. I think he's a first-round pick. I think some team will get him. Another guy that is a guy. I think this is a guy who should go top 10 is Michael Penix, and I'm hearing a lot of people say that he's a second-round player. I think that this is a guy that could be. That's it, Will Levis. Thank you, Keys. Yeah, Will Levis. That's a Denver Gators guy, by the way. Bo Nix is a guy I think is much better than McCarthy. I love Bo Nix, but for some reason or another, Bucky Brooks has McCarthy over Bo Nix. I don't have it in the link in the description, but I really love Bucky Brooks when he does his top 5 by position. It's one of my favorite things to look at when going into the draft. I usually have it memorized. I'm a little behind. Usually I have the draft order memorized. I'm a little behind. I'm mentally going over mock drafts already. And it's kind of funny because every mock draft I've seen so far is the Chiefs taking a wide receiver. and I just don't say it. I just don't say it. But I will go over the draft in extensive detail over the last couple of months, over the next couple of months. I apologize for not being more on board right now, and not being on the ball a little more than I normally am. The move's been difficult, so hopefully you guys can forgive me. Hopefully you guys will forgive me. When the combine. I'll be doing a show Friday, next Friday during the combine. I believe the combine will be on when when I go live. I'm going to DVR it. I'm going to have everything set. I think I have to sign up for NFL Plus in order to watch the combine this year. I'm not happy about that, but I am going to do it. I am going to do it because I love the combine. I get a lot out of the combine as well. There's certain players stand out, certain ones don't. But this is going to be a great draft. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about what's going to happen. I'm going to stand by that. I do believe Washington and Chicago will flip-flop picks. I do believe when everything's said and done, Washington will have the first pick in the draft. Chicago will pick second. I'm going to stand by that. My first mock draft will have that unless some sort of trade happens. But it's going to be a fun draft. The only player that I can really say is a sleeper, and he's not really a sleeper, and great, I've been on for 18 minutes. I have 2 brain freezes. Braden, and I'm drawing a blank on his name, the Wisconsin running back, who I just absolutely love. Braylon Allen, I'm sorry. I absolutely love this kid, and I'm dying to see what he does at the combine because he's somebody that could potentially go to be 5th, 6th round. I think with a good 40 time, he could be as high as the 2nd round. There's a certain team picking number 63 that won the Super Bowl. I would love to see take him at the bottom of the 2nd with a good 40 time. Not only do I want to see his 40 time, I want to see what he does some position drills. I also want to see his weight because I think he played at about 240. I think he's going to drop weight for the combine. I want to see what he weighs in at and see what he does from there. Go back to Leonard Fournette, who arrived at the combine heavy. I think he weighed like 247 or something like that. And then he ran a 4.51, and people are like, yeah. And he was 4th overall pick, and he led Jacksonville to an AFC conference title game. Matter of fact, they're up by 10 points in the 4th quarter over New England. You're not going to see a running back drafted in the top 5 this year. I think those days might be over, but Braylon Allen's a guy that I think could go to the right team and just have a massive impact. I would love to see him here in Kansas City. Big fan of his, even though he's a little injury prone. He's the only running back that I'm really interested in. Great receiver draft, good corner draft. Probably, it's a good quarterback draft, but it's probably best for tackles. If you need a tackle, this is probably the draft for you. I also think that we're going to see a ton of trades in the 1st round. I think especially in the 1st round, I think you're going to see a lot of trades. It'll be very interesting to see what teams do or do not do. So I'm really excited about that. I don't have too much, really. I just kind of wanted to get back on the air, kind of talk to you guys, just let you guys know that I'm working. I'm moved out here to Las Vegas. The move has been difficult. but I'm going to get back into the routine starting now. And I'm going to be live every Tuesday and Friday. It's very weird for me because I've always started at 7. I'm starting at 5 now, depending on where you are in the country. Is that will have kind of a idea of where you're seeing me. But I will be going over some things next week. What I'm going to do is just go over my simple plus minus, break down some things. Now that my computer is officially set up, I can actually do some work on my YouTube channel. I have a lot of things I have to update. And I'm also, I haven't even had a chance to bask in the glory of back-to-back Super Bowl wins. I mean, this is just such an exciting time in being a Chiefs fan. Back-to-back Super Bowl wins, first time it's happened in 20 years. It's only happened a handful of times in NFL history, except for the Dolphins of the 70s and the Broncos of the 90s. To the best of my knowledge, every team that's won back-to-back Super Bowls has been part of a dynasty. There's no debate the Chiefs are a dynasty. They're going to try for a three-peat, which is going to be a lot of fun. And it's good for the NFL. I think the NFL is better when there's like a dominant team. And the best part is that there's a lot of really good teams out there that are going to give the Chiefs some really tough competition. None of my Lions fans are in the chat. At least I'm not seeing them. I know Funk listens to the show afterwards a lot. They'll be interesting to see what the NFC does. I think the AFC is a stronger conference. I'm going to do the NFC Tuesday, and then I'll do the AFC Friday and kind of give you an idea of how I see the 16 teams in the NFC going into 2024 and the 16 teams in the AFC going into 2024, and kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking at and what these teams are looking at. And I'm kind of hoping I can generate some discussion too. Like, hey, Dan, this team's. Keep in mind, every team that I have as a negative is going to, their fan base is going to go, no, we're not. I get that. I'm aware. No fan base looks at their team objective. That's just how football is. It's how fans are, and that's just the way things are, and that's okay. But what I'm going to do is next week I'm going to go dive into how I look at the teams going into 2024. I meant to do that this week. And then after the combine, the following week, we'll go over the combine, talk about some risers, fallers. I'll be able to have a little more information on players I'm looking at. As far as the draft, though, is concerned, while I don't have a big grasp of the players, I do have a big grasp of the teams. For example, I keep seeing the Chargers at 5 taking either Brock Bowers, a tight end out of Georgia, or a wide receiver. I can almost promise you that will not happen. I actually expect the Chargers to trade down. When I do my mock drafts, even though I'm going to have Washington pick 1, Chicago pick 2, there's not going to be any trades except for that. And this is the first time I've ever done a mock draft where I'm going to flip picks around as part of it. I have done a mock draft with trades in the past. I probably won't do that this year, but I will when I do the mock draft, is I'll put in that this team's interested in trading, this team's not interested in trading. By the way, on my social media, I'm still fighting with Facebook, even though the move out here has kind of been the big thing. So I haven't really been emailing Facebook. I've emailed them about 15 times. I'm still not on Facebook, but I'm on Twitter, X, or whatever. And I'm also on Instagram, which I'm broadcasting from live right now. So, oh my God. All right. So by the way, the way Instagram works is that the comments from Instagram do not flow over. So I noticed that my brother-in-law joined on Instagram. He says, "What's up, Raiders boy?" And Karen, my aunt from Baltimore, who predicted a Ravens victory, has said that good luck to me in Vegas. So I need to make sure I have Instagram up. That way I can answer the comments on Instagram as well. The way that StreamYard works is that the comments from Instagram don't flow over. So I need to make sure that I get the comments from Instagram. Kudos to my brother-in-law for giving me a shout out. It's really great. Also, I did like a little bit of a poll of what the Bears should do at number one. Almost everybody has picked Caleb Williams, which I'm really kind of surprised at. But some really great comments here as well. So I'm going to have some more stuff, but again, the move's been difficult. The place has been kind of a disaster, and I've not been on board doing the things I need to do as of right now. Starting next week, I'll do the AFC NFC 2024 breakdown. It's delayed, and then it's just going to be draft all the time. Keaton Talk Sports. If I can get Keaton Talk Sports to come on next week and talk draft, we'll talk some draft. But if that doesn't happen, then I'll do the plus minus. We'll have to see how it goes. But I want to give everybody kind of an idea of how I look at the teams going into 2024. And this is going to change with free agency, how I think the team's doing the draft. I do an extensive draft breakdown. I will be live for the draft as well. So don't forget that. That's pretty much all I have. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm now in Vegas. I'm still in the process of getting settled in, but when everything comes, now that everything's kind of sort of settled in, I still have some things. There's still some maintenance guys that need to come up Monday. Then I'll be back doing a normal show. Today I just wanted to come back, let you guys know what's going on. By the way, all my social media is below. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. I don't have much else to say. I'm just going to end the show quickly. If anybody has any comments, suggestions, anything at all, I always, kind of pride myself on all questions answered. Anything goes. But I just don't have much to say. I really just kind of wanted to get things settled, set up. I'm also taking a look at the lighting, and I'm not happy with it. So I have some work to do. I may move the whole setup here, but we'll have to see what happens. So that's all I have for right now. Next week, I'm going to do the plus minus unless I can get Keaton Talks football coming on. By the way, if you are interested in doing a collaboration, because I see somebody Football v Football joined on Instagram. If you want to do a collaboration, you want to come on either Tuesday or Friday, or you want me to come on your show, hit me up on social media. Now that I'm set up, I will answer all DMs that I'm able to do. But as far as having everything set up that I wanted to do this week, I'm not able to do that. But starting next week, I'll be live Tuesday and Friday, a full show lined up. So this is my introduction. I'm here in Vegas. I'm here. I'm going to kick Vegas's ass. This is my city now. Hopefully, I may move back. I've been so frustrated with this place, but I'm now in Vegas. DM me if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I'll be live on Tuesday, starting with a breakdown of the 2024 season. Football v Football. Yeah, if you want to come on, man, let me know. We'll make it happen. Guys, that's all I have. Unless anybody has any further questions, I'm going to end the show very soon. I know it's a short show. I just wanted to get back into a routine. Starting next week, I'll be back, same old show. I apologize for the delays, apologize for the problems, but we're going to get back into the flow of things starting next week. So everybody have a great weekend. Back to work on Tuesday. We're going to break down the 2024 season, how I'm looking at every team. Maybe we'll have Keaton Talk Sports come on. If you want to talk about your mock draft, or you have a mock draft that you want me to take a look at, please shoot me a DM, because it's draft season, my favorite time of the year. See you guys back on Tuesday.